with She's Got Yarn. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Well, tonight I wanted to share with you what I've been doing. I've been playing with the new Premier Basic Worsted Value Ombre. I love this yarn. It's nice yarn. It's nice. It's nicer than the last, than the Just Yarn ombre, because I bought all the colors last time. This time I bought most of the colors. I don't think I bought all of them, but these are new. They're beautiful. This is the color fuchsia ombre that I worked up, and it was the light, and then it starts getting darker, and then the darkest, and then now it's starting to go back to the lighter color. It says it's fuchsia. To me, the color looks like watermelon, to be quite honest. I mean, very much so. I worked it up with my new heart hooked home crochet hook. It was just here a second ago. Where did I put it? I didn't even move, y'all. I don't have to move for me to lose stuff. And my couch probably ate it. I hope. It was a number 6 heart hook home. The new hooks from Ashley on Heart Hooked Home. And this one is a 4, but I was using a 6. And what I like about them is they have a measuring. You can measure. I mean, it's not a big measuring tape, but this could come in handy. So obviously Ashley has needed it and probably had a lot of requests. So I think it's great. Yeah, I've been enjoying working with them. When I first tried them with a particular yarn, it was dragging, but I think it was the yarn. Some hooks don't like some yarns, but it's rocking with this. I love it. But I want to show you guys what I want to do, and maybe you can try it. I'm going to bring you down. You're not going to see my face. You're just going to hear me and see my hands. So hang on. Okay, so I'm sure by the time you're seeing this, you've seen the video of my yarn haul of the Premier Basic Worsted Value Ombre. Well, the color that I'm working up right now is fuchsia ombre. It's 510 yards. It's either 510 or 501. 501. It says it's fuchsia. I think they should have called it watermelon. It just looks like the inside of a watermelon to me. I mean, I'll show you what fuchsia is. So but it's not a Premier yarn, so it's not important. It's just lighter than a fuchsia to me. I don't know. Maybe it's my eyes. But I'm finishing up just a square. This is just a sample. We're pretending it's a baby blanket, okay? And I want to try something. The last sweater cardigan I made, I trimmed it out in a granny stitch instead of a ribbing, okay? And I used the I don't know what the stitch is called, but you do a single crochet. I'll show you in just a sec. I showed you before. Hold on, let me just slip stitch. Alright, so we're done with this. I don't want to cut it because I'll either continue to make it or no, I'll probably end up frogging some of it because this is just a sample. And okay, so I don't want to cut that. So you've got your granny square blanket, okay? It's just 3 double crochets in every stitch, okay? And I started out with a magic circle and I did 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 4 times, which gave me 12 stitches. And then the next round I chained 3, turned my work and did 3 double crochet, you know, and then in the corners I did not do chains in between. I only did chains here in the corner. I did 2 double crochets, and in here the first round I did 2 double crochets to make corners, and you know, double crochet. It's pretty standard stitch. So now I want to try this. Now you guys know a granny cluster has 3 double crochets. So what I'm going to do is single crochet in here, chain 3, single crochet in here, chain 1, and come over and single crochet in here, chain 3, single crochet in here, chain 1, and single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 4 and single crochet. It'll work out when we do the next corner, after we do it, but you do that all the way around, and then just attach your stitch marker, and then we're going to, so I'm going to show you how I do the green. I'm going to do a few of them, and then you guys, I'll come back and show you the rest of it. So this is really easy. I've got a weird knot here. Just getting into the ball. Isn't that crazy? Look, right here at the beginning, I've got a knot. So never trust those knots. Redo them. It's never failed. They've come apart. This is, I call it my thumb knot, and I have where I've showed you how to do this in a little tutorial. I call it thumb knot, but I did that on a rope, pulling something out of here, and it held on a real rope, a real situation. All right, now that I fixed the yarn, I gotta get my hook. I'm loving Ashley's new hooks. Ashley from Heart Hooked Home has come out. I don't know how long she's had these hooks out. It sounds like at least a month. I just discovered them on a tutorial, but they have a little ruler on the back, which I love. They are similar to the clover hook. The throat is a little bit different right here. I mean, this up here is similar, but the throat thins out faster on the clover hook. So this is a little more gradual, but I love the hook. I was working with another yarn the other night, and I had question about it grabbing, but it was the yarn. I'm working with this new yarn, and it's loving this hook. All right, so we're going to do a slip knot. Put your yarn on your hook. Let's go into, let's do 2 before the corner. All right. So I'm gonna, all right. We're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna fasten on, chain 3, go in that next gap in that cluster and do another single crochet. Then you're gonna go chain 1 and go next door to the next granny cluster and do the same thing. We're going to single crochet, single crochet, chain 3, go in that next gap, single crochet, and then you're going to single crochet and then go into the next door. Single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, and then on the corner I chain 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we're going to go that next cluster, we're going to go in that gap there and do a single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to go in that next one, and we're going to do this all the way around. 1, and then go in the next cluster, 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet in the next gap there, 1, and go to the next cluster. You're going to do single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 1, and on and on and on, all the way around. And I'll meet you just before I complete this, and then we're going to attach the watermelon ombre yarn again. So I might have to cut it, but that's okay. So I'll get back. I'll see you in a little bit. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I've shared this with you guys before, but I'm wondering if this would be a beautiful edge for a baby blanket. So we'll see. It's still got a good ways to go. I'm gonna try something. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. There's a couple things I wish that they would have had with this new basic ombre, value ombre. I wish they would have had a bright fuchsia, and also I wish they would have had a brighter orange. This is more of a rustic orange, like an autumn orange, but I'm not going to use the orange. I'm going to make some granny squares. I'm going to do like a little, I'm just going to show you guys how to make this granny square. I wouldn't call it a formal tutorial. I don't know how to be formal. So, but you guys, if you followed my channel for a while, you're familiar with this stitch that I'm doing. I've used it in a couple different things. I've got a hat tutorial, Christmas hat. It's in my list. It's public. I don't know if it's Jolly Holly or Holly Jolly. There's another podcaster that made a hat after mine, and it's either Holly Jolly or Jolly Holly. I can't remember off the top of my head. Isn't that terrible? That's how long ago I made it. It was shortly after I discovered Olga Peltava, and she made an awesome blanket using this stitch. Changing colors is so pretty. This I'm just going to use as a trim, but you guys can do whatever you want. But I did a trim on my green cardigan, and oh my goodness, it turned out so pretty. And I don't know where that cardigan is now that I think of it. It's hanging up somewhere. This is really easy and it's so pretty. Now, how's it going to look with these two colors? I have no idea. But we're fixing to find out. I need to get one of those, one right there. But I don't know how I would hook it up behind me. I've got my iPad leaning on a pillow up against the window. I don't know. We're getting there. Whoops. Whenever I put a camera on my face, I can never hold my project up high enough for you guys to see it. Some of you get on to me. I can't see what you're doing. Oops. And I don't crochet very well at this eye. Hey, Georgie. What are you doing? You say hi to everybody. Say hello. What are you doing? Huh? Are you sleeping out there? Come on up here. Come up here. Come here. Come here. Oh, just knocked over my stitch markers. What was once clean is a mess, isn't it? It was clean this morning. Huh. It was all clean this morning. They like their mud bed. She can't spread all the way out on it because she's too big. But like how she's laying now, she's fine. Kind of sit. All right, here, Tilly. I'm gonna try this. To give Sissy kisses. To be a good girl. I don't know why, but this thing, this shit. Oh, there we go. I think it looks good. I think a couple rows of it will look really good. Or even the color black or white. Corner I forgot to do. I don't do that very often, but I just did it. I missed a whole corner. We did it! Alright, so now, 1, 2, okay. So now, let's try another round of the chain 3. So what do y'all think? I think it looks kind of cool. I couldn't think of another color that would go good with this, other than maybe white. I don't know. Y'all know I'm not good with colors. And I have a color chart. I have a couple of them. They're buried somewhere in my room. All right, let's put stitch marker on the watermelon. Oh, y'all, I got a new tape measure from Cedar Key. I thought it was cute, so I bought it. It was $7 plus tax. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat. I kind of, some of that cinnamon, the flavoring went down the wrong side. So it's got my throat irritated, and nothing more irritating than to listen to me clear my throat. I'll probably play music. but here it is. Isn't that cute? And it's got a thing where it'll stay. Most of them do, but you never have enough of them. Oops. Oopsie doody. Looking at the wrong row. That even looks kind of cute, you know? But I would finish it with the pink, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'll do is I'm gonna get off here and I will pop back on here in a little bit, because then I'll try to fast track this video a little bit with some music. But yeah, this yarn is soft. I feel like it's getting soft as we go on into the skein. I don't know, I like it. Have 2 more rows to do, and then we'll start back on the pink and see how that looks, and then we'll be done. So I don't have the whole blanket done, but this is kind of what this is the look you'll get. I like it. For like a trim, I think that would be beautiful. And then you could do the green, you could do sky's the limit. You could do the, what do you call it, little fan stitches. Was it 5 double crochets in each loop? But I think that's pretty. It's pretty. But anyways, this is my swatch for the ombre yarn. And I think it's beautiful. And I think it's nice and squishy and soft. It's better than the Just Yarn ombre that I bought a couple years ago. I definitely want to work some more of this up. I am obviously going to frog this back. This was just a swatch for y'all. And it took me forever to make. That's why I don't know. But Creative Grandma's smart. She's got her kids crocheting and doing them. How did she do that? My kids run. Anyways, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to, because I need this green yarn, I'm going to make some granny squares, and I'm going to take you guys along. You might want to do them. I have an idea of it. I've been playing around. Now I'm going to play around with the actual yarn that I want to use. And I'm also going to use white. And I want to see how the ombre effect works, because we know what it does in a granny stitch, and I think it's beautiful. And this is watermelon. This is not fuchsia. Okay? Whoever called that fuchsia needs their eyes checked. It's watermelon. Fuchsia would have been awesome. This girl would have been so happy. But I'm still happy. This makes up for it. This red is Hot Diva. But this is going in my granny square with the green, the yellow, and if I had a bright orange, I would use bright orange. But this orange is not bright. It's a mute orange. I think it's mute. It looks brighter on the camera, but it's not that bright. It's not that bright. It's almost brown, but it doesn't look that way on the camera. Weird. So, but it's still pretty. So the only other two colors that I am not going to use are these. And I'll figure something out. What goes with purple and eggplant? Halloween! I need to order another one of these. Dang it! Yeah. Halloween! Because the orange is not bright enough for Halloween in my eyes. Even that. So, but Nancy has so many things on her hook. And I haven't even tried the cotton, but I will. I will. So, anyways, I want to start. I'm going to frog this back. And I'm going to start, or at least frog the green part and finish out the skein. You know, but I don't know. Maybe make 4 giant squares to make a blanket, right? I don't know how big a blanket this whole skein will make, but I might end up finding out, you know? So, all right. For now, I am going to cut this. I don't like cutting it, but I'm going to cut it. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. So I'm pulling it out because it's just a swatch. And well, I'm pulling the green out of it at least. And then maybe I'll work up the blanket. Maybe I'll try a I don't know. I got white. I got lots of white. And black. Okay. Now, I gotta pull the green out. I hate doing this. But got to. Alright, well, I'm going to get off of here. I know this video is getting, like, really long, but I hope you had fun with me. I was just playing with my yarn. And you guys can leave me comments, ideas. Did you think this was a good idea? Let me know. I would love to make a Beetlejuice. Even a purple and green striped, you know, maybe a mile a minute. I don't know. Speaking of mile a minute, I got a cardigan. It's in that closet there. I haven't forgotten it. But I've got a couple whips I want to share with you, but I don't have time in this video. So anyways, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.